Today's hangout. Mike Lucas here with the Leafit Superstars. I want to thank everyone for coming today. I'm going to put for some of our team members. I'm going ahead and let me grab the link for everyone who wants to come on and say yo, hello, and if you have a camera now, guys, remember if you have a camera and you're going to use this link, if you're one of the team members, you need to close out your other window that you're currently in. Please close out your other window so we don't get any feedback. So just to remind everyone how that works, I'm going to head and post the link in here, and there's the link. And I'm going to go ahead and post it down here as well. There's the link, so come on in. If you're one of our members, I see we got quite a crowd. Carrie, Steve, Bill, Sororge, Lynn, and others. We got, yes, well, welcome everyone. So, thanks for coming, everyone. My name again is Mike Lucas with the Leafit Superstars, and we have Mike D on the call, and we got some other team members in our group here. And today we're going to talk about a Leafit invite, how to get a Leafit invite. A lot of people are looking to join Leafit because they heard they can make some money from posting pictures and doing what they were doing last week, and posting some pictures this week or maybe next week and making some money from it. And you can do that with what is going to be one of the hottest social networks around that ties into every other social network you have, like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and so forth. So you don't have to do anything different. Now you can just get paid for doing what you did last week. And on the other side, you can use your smartphone. It has an application that allow you to save some money as well. Shop, save money, and make money, a two-in-one. So awesome. There we go. We got some people coming in. We got Estelle, Mr. Bill. Well, Bill, we a first-time cameo.
Yep.
We got Lynn from France. Bill from, where are you at? Bill, you kind of travel around the world.
I'm in Angeles City in the Philippines.
Philippines today, okay. And Estelle from the UK, Lynn from France, Mike from London, that's Ohio, and Sororge from the UK. So, guys, I'm just going to start from left to right, my left, which would be Bill out there. Bill, I know you've been around a while looking at the app and talking to people. What do you see in the social network that really excites you?
Well, good question. I should have an answer. Back in the .com thing, everybody was all excited about eBay and PayPal.
Yep.
But if you think about it, PayPal was an app that you could join for free, but if you wanted to get paid, you had to join it, right?
Right.
They were the first ones to do that. So Leafit isn't doing this, it's not really the first one, but they've ramped it up, and it's going to be like 1,000 times more intense. And that's exciting.
You're right there. It's not, Leafit isn't the first one to use e-commerce and tying it together, but how they're doing it, they actually, as you know, got some patents on it.
Right.
And the technology there, and that is going to be exciting because PayPal, last time I used PayPal, they didn't share any of their revenue with me. I don't know. I haven't got the check yet, and I've used them a lot. So I have never got a check for using them. Have you?
Right.
I don't know. Now we're going to be able to get a check for using Leafit in the social network, and so that's actually very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So Estelle there from the UK. Estelle, I know you've been talking to a lot of people. You're like doing a little bit of everything. Just everyone walking down the street, you're talking to them about Leafit. Yo, you, come here. In the malls. So what are you hearing from people when you just kind of nonchalantly asking them if they use Facebook?
Well, everybody goes yes, of course.
Yes. I mean, there's 1.5 billion people using Facebook, yes.
Yeah, everybody goes yes. And when I say, and do you get paid for using Facebook? they kind of look a bit bemused.
Like you're crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I'm just sort of getting all sorts of different terms and phrases, like come and join us, help us build a new social media platform. We've all helped build Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram and all the others, but we've got, we don't get paid for it, and people just assume that that's the case. So come and build a new social media platform and get paid for it. And
Exactly.
yeah.
And really, it doesn't cost anything for you to join. So
Exactly.
why
Exactly.
not?
It's a no-brainer. It really is.
Right.
And I've heard, what is it? Don't put a brain in a no-brainer.
Very, very well said.
And I've also heard something today. I just wrote it down. Recent studies show our brains process images 60 times faster than text. And another one, MIT did a recent study. We process images in 13 milliseconds. So pictures work.
Well, I obviously look at the comic books. I mean, how many people they love reading comic books,
Exactly.
and people still do. It's comic books were the original picture, if you will. People related to the images much more than reading War and Peace,
Yeah.
and people always made fun of that. But it's true. I mean, the popularity of Pinterest and Instagram and other picture sharing platforms have just exploded in the last few years. But the difference between them and ours is we get paid for doing that now, and using those same networks. You can invite people, and it's like you said, it's a no-brainer. So, Lynn, I know you've been out there talking to folks and sharing your experience with Leafit. If I understand, you were a beta tester,
Yes, yes, I was.
and you got to experience it a little earlier before a lot of people out there. And what did you see with and honestly, anyone who's watching this video or out there a guest, beta testing in the version we got right now, what the company says is going to be 1/10 or just a small beginning of what's down the road. And this is not something that is going to be Rome wasn't built in one day, the app wasn't finished in one day. It's just the beginning, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we all know it's a revolutionary concept, and we are the lucky ones because we found it early. So we're going to benefit hugely from that. And as you said earlier, that there are millions of people that use social media every day, every minute, actually, downloading pictures. And I think what's exciting for me is that people in the industry, in the know, are finding Leaf and and showing a great interest in that. So television programs, radio programs, online internet magazines, which reach millions of people. These people are seeking Leaf out. The company as a whole is not trying to court favor with these companies. They're finding us, and so for me that speaks volumes, because those are people in the industry who are interested in this product. And the merging of social media and e-commerce, nobody has done it yet. We're the pioneers. It's a very exciting time. Lots of great things coming down the pipe right now. So absolutely amazing. Would we have started in Facebook if we'd known that 10 years ago? How the success of that?
Very, very true.
Absolutely right. So we're the lucky ones.
Well, you bring up some great points about the, I guess you say the media exposure. A lot of times companies are only in the news when something bad happens. And that's when you unfortunately hear about the company. But these media outlets, radio stations, magazines, and even TV stations are coming to Leafit, inquiring and getting stories about the app and how it's going to change the way people look at social media. And that is something that I've never seen done before in this type of industry. So it gives you a huge advantage when you look at it. And I know the company has a couple of slogans out there where there's like 750 million pictures posted a day, but the number is actually something crazy. When you look at Facebook at 350 million, that's what Facebook says, pictures posted a day. But there's a little bitty app. I mean, hardly, well, I guess obviously a lot of people have now heard of it, that just started a couple of years ago, Snapchat. It's strictly on the cell phone. That's all it's used is on the. It's a little bitty free app, and they are saying they have 500 million pictures posted daily on this little bitty free app. 500 million. Then when you add in Pinterest and Instagram, you're talking a billion pictures probably a day being posted on social networks. A billion. That's just, it's crazy, the numbers, the time people just posting pictures and sharing stuff, and now they can make money from that. So, Mike, I know you've been helping me a lot getting some of our team stuff up for all our team members here and in the background and people out there looking for some help on how to get an invite into Leafit, how to find a team, and how to say, well, if I join, what do I do? How do I do it? Who's going to help me? And what the hell is this? So what do we say to them?
Well, you know, it's interesting you say that, because I just got done finishing up another article on what's critical in choosing a Leafit sponsor. Before I comment on that, though, I did extend an invite to someone who I wanted to mention, because this is such an international group. We've got the Philippines, we've got UK, we've got Europe, you know. But I also want to mention that Abu is with us, and he's a recent joiner into Leafit Superstars, and he hails from Bangladesh. So we have the countries are expanding left and right, and I don't hesitate to mention that, because there will probably be countries that I won't even recognize that are going to be part of the Leafit network. So it's pretty cool. In any event, to respond to your question, it's so critical to pick a sponsor and a team that serves your particular needs. And one discussion I had with someone recently was that he was looking for an internet-based group that was somewhat automated, and that was very supportive, versus some of the people he had talked to are very much face-to-face only, where they're just approaching family and friends. And I told him we hadn't ruled that out, but that our focus is really very much using the leverage of the internet. So it's critically important to choose the person that's going to sponsor you, and make sure that they're part of a team that's supportive and does things like hangouts on Wednesday.
Very true. I mean, when you look at the group of people we have, and this is just a sampling of the people you see on camera here, we got people in the audience like Carrie Finch, Anna Burton, Carrie Burham, and Terry Latimer, and Abdul from Bangladesh. Well, we got people from Peru, Chile, Canada, New Zealand, Australia. We have people all over in our Facebook group. You can see them communicating at different times of the day where me and you are in the States, and we can see them around the clock. So we have a Facebook group. We have a members site that's only for members. We're coming out with our own sales team funnel that's going to help people introduce Leafit for them. We got a lot of stuff, and the people on this call, the people in our audience here that just in the chat because they can't get to their camera right now, those are the people that make our nucleus, our team, what it is. I mean, you see Bill, you see Estelle, you see Lynn, and Sororge, and Terry, and Robert, and Anna, and Jay in the Facebook group. Someone will post a question at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and before someone else comes on, maybe their inviter or sponsor, it's already answered by one of these people. They've given them some help, and I cannot tell. I know everyone here has joined something in the past probably and felt like one of these, I'll use Bill Gowder, felt like the plane crashed in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and no one's around, you're out there by yourself. And that's a horrible feeling. It's frustrating. When you have a question and you can't get some help, you feel like you're stuck. And I hope our group, and I see you guys out there doing it and helping people with, you know, the little bitty stuff that makes the difference. So hats off to all of you for doing that. Yep, and you're right. We do hold hangouts every Wednesday. We now have our trainings on Thursday. We got a lot of stuff to offer. So, Sororge, yes.
I'm sorry, Sororge. Let me just interject this. I don't want to forget either that what we do as a team is we work very hard to personally brand each of its members, so that the the presentations that you can invite people to actually are personally linked to the person doing the inviting, so that it creates personal branding for each and every member, which is, in my view, totally unique to anything that I've ever been a part of. Sorry, Saroj. Thank you.
Suraj, I know you have done a little bit of internet. You're also talking to people kind of like at meetings and just networking with people in the community and sharing Leafit. You've actually done a couple of presentations just like in a, I would call it here in the States, what we call like a business meeting or a Better Business, just a Chamber of Commerce, and just sharing Leafit with people. And people are a little like, wow, that's out there. I can't believe that. What's the catch, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to people and I'm just basically mentioning how wonderful the opportunity is. And the main thing that I've noticed is I'm saying that this social media app is going to be the hub of all the other social media platforms, so you'll be able to connect with everyone else. So from a business point of view, it's going to be a great way to connect with everyone that you know on different social media platforms. On top of the fact that what we can get out from the app of saving money and making money, I mean, what more could we ask for? Because it's just huge. And speaking to, on a business level, speaking to businesses and companies and saying how you can connect with your customers, I mean, that's just great. I mean, I've spoke to somebody today. I've spoken to Mike D about it, and he knows. We've been speaking to somebody, and he's well connected, and he's really talking to big organisations and how we can really bring this forward. Really exciting times ahead. What can I say?
Well, you're right there. So true that it can be the hub, and you don't have to use just our social network when you can use so many different ones out there, and a lot of people do. They don't nowadays. They just don't use one. I mean, while everyone probably has a Facebook account, there's a lot of people using different networks, and we can be the hub, and you can make money from that. As Bill said, when you think about Facebook or PayPal and eBay when they first came on board, getting into the early days and what's potential there is just really amazing. So I got a question here. A lot of people have asked, and this is in August right now. We're near the end of August, August 20th. We're doing our hangout here. So if you're watching this live in the audience, welcome. If you're going to watch this recording a few weeks from now, the app is not out yet. The Leafit Social Network is not live yet. And you asked, well, why should I join today? Well, folks, it's coming. In end of September, early October, Leafit is going to be featured on TV. And there's people like Bill and Estelle and Lynn and Mike and Sharoj and Jay and Carrie and Anna and Carrie Burnham and Terry, Steve. They're out there just sharing it with people and letting people come in for free and join and share it with other people. So when it does go live and all of a sudden you're able to turn on your cell phone and you hit the little app down here that it's live and you can start saving money and you can start inviting people, you can start making money right that day practically if someone's shopping and buying or whatever. So it allows you to position yourself or to basically start lapping. If you look at a racetrack or a race car race, the race is 100 laps. Would you like to have a 20-lap head start on somebody? What's your chances of doing well? Probably a lot better if you're waiting for someone else to lap you 20 times. So that's the advantage of joining now. It's free. And for those on the call here, most of us have become what's called an associate. It gives you a whole bunch more opportunities and different ways to earn additional income. And so that's available to you should you look at it and want to do that. And I see we have one of our newest team members, Abul, on our call. Welcome, sir. He's loading his camera. Guys, we do these every Wednesday. You can meet all of our members here. Some of them come in the audience and are just here. You can see them in the attendees list. Like I said, Carrie and Jay and Carrie and Steve and Terry Latimer, they're not by a camera right now. Maybe they're out and about in the car, but they come on here just to give some input and support. And then every once in a while, you'll see different people down here in the thing. It's a group we share the knowledge so everyone can share the wealth. And if you look back and look at how many pictures you post and how much interaction you have on Facebook, maybe you're not a big social media user. You just maybe use it once a week. But how many people do you know, grandchildren or a nephew or a brother or a sister who knows someone who uses social media a lot? You can still make a lot of money by doing it that way and have an income. And what's wrong with getting a little money in the mailbox every once in a while for doing what you did last week? So get a hold of one of the superstars that I've mentioned, or someone who has invited you here today to look at this recording or this live. Get back with them. Come on in and start having some fun and getting yourself ready for what's going to be a very cool presentation, a very cool social network that allows you to do what you did last week, but next week you can make some money from it. You really got nothing to lose. So we'll see you inside the Leafit Social Network, posting some pictures and making some money. Everyone have a great day.
Thank you. Hey.